See, in yesterday class, we discussed Biot-Savart's law for different current distribution. Is it up? Is it clear to all that one? This was I PL bar, yeah, 4 pi r square. This is a Biot-Savart's law, and we discussed this is due to current and surface current as well as volume current. For example, note of this which I took as B, and let us take this height as BH, and current is, assume the current is flowing in this direction. Okay, and this length I will take it as DL. Okay, now what is surface current density? Current flowing through this width B, that is K is equal to I divided by B. K equal to I divided by B, and I is equal to K into B. This is surface current density. Then what is volume current density? J is equal to current flowing through this area. Then that is I divided by, what is that area? B into BH. Is it or not? In this case, your I is equal to J into B BH. This you can call it as, this overall area can be called as BH. Okay. Now, from that equation, just I'll write what is ideal. What is ideal? I is K into B. Yeah. This B as it is I wrote, and I is this. No, this is a vector. I want to write I D L R. And this is also vector. What is its direction? In the same direction of DL. That's why when I write vector here, I'll write vector this. And what is this? D. Get it? Means in that equation, for surface current density, ideal bar is equal to K bar ds. Still, this is the only magnitude I have. Similarly, same thing in terms of JL, right? That is I DL is equal to, what is your I from this equation? J ds. Shall I call J ds? And this DL I'll write here as it is. No, see that direction of J is in the direction of DL. Yes or no? Shall I write this as bar and this as bar? And what is this? This together? TV. This ideal bar is equal to JTV. Hence, Biot-Savart's law for different current distribution can be given as, this is for current, and I'll write BH bar is equal to, what is ideal bar? K bar into PR DS divided by 4 pi r square. This is for surface current. This is for surface current or surface current density. And DH bar is equal to, what is ideal bar? J bar cross AR. This volume I'll write here, divided by 4 pi r square. This is for volume current. This is Biot-Savart's law for different current distribution, surface current distribution and volume current distribution. Is it clear? Yes. What I said this in last minute of last class. Is it all? Then Now let us go to the last application of Ampere's circuitous law. Shall I write this? Shall I write this? P bar or H bar due to infinite sheet or surface current. What I am taking here? I am taking infinite sheet or surface. Okay. Simultaneously note down the things. No, I want to place this infinite sheet or surface like this. Shall I place that in xy plane? Shall I place that in xy plane? How I place? Check it. But it is infinite, that's why it is turning everywhere. This is your sheet. Consider, please note down, consider infinite sheet or surface carrying current I. Carrying current I. Okay. No. Due to this, we need to find what is H bar. Now, what I do, I'll consider this is up perpendicular. This whatever I have drawn above the surface, it is like this. Yes or no? Then this will be below the surface. This is an Amperian path or Amperian loop. What I am are you getting? If this is surface, just I will put like this and put like this. Is it an Amperian path? No. Current. See, this current will be flowing. I'll take the current is flowing in this direction. Current I. Because I want to use Ampere's circuitous law, what is the current enclosed in this I-net? The width of this I will take it as B. The width of this is B. Height is not important to me, but still let us take height as A. The height of this Amperian loop is A, width is B. Are you getting? Consider an Amperian path or Amperian loop. Consider, you can take direction as you want. Clockwise or anti-clockwise. It's left to you. Consider the Amperian path whose width is B and height is A. Okay. Then shall I find what is the current flowing through it? No, this is the width. No, through width. Are you getting what I am saying? This is the surface. This is the width. The current flowing through that width is. Are you getting? The current flowing through the width is. What we said? The current flowing through the width is. Huh? Is anything? Now tell me, what is the current flowing through the width B? What we defined just now? Surface current density. No, just I'll write surface current density is equal to the current flowing through this width. I'll call it as I by B. Ri is equal to just magnitude I am writing K into B means current enclosed within Amperian path 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This is the current enclosed what I found? Are you getting it? Through this much width, I will take the current flowing is I. Hence, I will define K is equal to I by B and I is equal to K. Only I wrote a magnitude, this is not a direction. What is the direction of K here? In which direction current is flowing? I. If that, then in this direction, K bar direction and current direction remain same or not? Or even this is the direction of DL. What we consider? Means the direction of K is Y. We will see that later. Is it fine? Or else you can write it as KY. Like this. KY is equal to I by B, I is equal to KY into B. What is KY? KY is a component of K bar in Y direction. Is it okay? Call this as equation number 1. No. Current enclosed we found. Then using Ampere's circular law, what is that? H bar dot DL is equal to current enclosed. This we found. Now we need to find this and this. See, shall I write this? Shall I write this? Shall I write? Have you taken? No, this sheet consists of, this is an infinite sheet, consists of infinite number of conductor. For example, let us take, this is one conductor. This is one conductor. This is one conductor. Or filament. No, if I join like this, if I join like this, then whether this will become sheet? Is it or not? One conductor, 2, 3, 4. Then join, it will become a sheet. Means this sheet, for example, let us take, this is one conductor, like this. And this is another conductor. Okay. No, because of this conductor, the field will be, this is a rectangular coordinate system, what I am analyzing. Around. This is HZ. And what about this field? What about this field? And what about around? It will be like, this is right hand thumb rule. Is it or not? Just this will be, this line will be back side of this line. Now tell me, this is HZ. And what about this direction? H? X. See, the direction of this is HZ. And what about the direction of this thing? Hx. And what about this direction? And what about this direction? Then similarly, for this also, one more line. Let us take this also, one more line like this. HZ, Hx minus HZ and minus Hx. Means this is your HZ, this is Hx, and what about this? Minus HZ, and this is one thing is clear, above plate and below plate we differentiate. You tell me, this Hx, this minus Hz component will get cancelled with this. And this will come, this plus Hz component will get cancelled with adjacent conductor.
Yes.
Means what happens to Hz component then? Are you getting? This will get cancelled with this. Yes or no? And similarly, this will get cancelled with one more conductor which is like this. Means what happens to Hz component? It will get cancelled. They won't. Is it clear? Is it clear to all? Means Hz component won't be there. No. No, the question, sir, even this and this also get cancelled. No. I will define Hx above plate and Hx below plate. Means, what does it mean is, H bar is equal to Hx Ax for z greater than 0 and minus Hx Ax for z less than 0. Only this H will exist. Because I need to define this direction. H bar is equal to Hx Ax means Hx Ax is this. This Hx Ax for z greater than, what is the value of z here? This point is for positive value of z or not? And below? Negative. Is it right what I wrote? Yes or no? Then what about H bar at that it is otherwise 0. Otherwise. No, shall I expand this? Shall I expand this? Then even we need to find what is dl bar also. We need to find what is dl bar. Just based on the integration, I will find the dl. I have taken this figure. This figure is important. Shall I write? Now, one more thing what I want to say here. See, however, along this and along this, H is becoming 0. I won't need. Now, tell me, integration of, just I'll tell you here. Integration of this 1 to 2 dl is what? Integration of 1 to 2 dl. This length, dl in general length is what? B. Then reverse. Integration of 3 to 4. See. This is B. And what about this thing? What is this? Minus B. These two things I need. Is it clear? Integration of this length from here to here is B. Integration of this length from here to here is minus. Okay, na? These two things and those two things have taken. Have taken? Shall I have this? Now you do, this is 1 to 2 plus 2 to 3 plus 3 to 4 plus 4 to 1. is equal to I. Yes? Then 1 to 2, check it. 1 to 2. What is the direction of this? 1 to 2? Hx Ax. Yes or no? And dot dl. What is the direction? Direction. X. Dl. Or else, shall I write it as, what is this in general? dl bar, how I am going to define this? dl bar is equal to dx. Yes or no? No, can I write this as your dx? See, integral of this length, this is dx or not? dl is equal to dx. Integral of dx is b. Integral of this is, just I took nothing. Just in this case, dl is dx. You can write dl or dx. Your dl is dx. Okay now? No, then plus. This I will write it as dx plus 2 to 3. What is the direction of h? This integral I will write straightforward 0. Yes or no? Why? Z component would be 10 plus. Then 3 to 4. 3 to 4 minus hx ax dx ax. Right? Then plus. This integration is 0. Then I. Yes or no? Okay now? Why I consider this integration as 0? Z component is 0. Z component is 0. Done. No, what is ax? What is ax? 1. Hence, this is 1 to 2. I will take it out. hx 1 to 2 dx plus, this is 0, then not plus, minus 3 to 4 hx. I'll take this hx outside, then dx equal to I. No, what is 1 to 2 dx? B. This is your B, and 3 to 4 dx minus B. Hence I will write hx B minus minus plus hx B equal to I. Is it okay? Is it clear? Shall I write this? Shall I write this? Done. This will be 2 hx b I. And from equation 1, what is your I? ky b. From 1. Then, what is your ky? Sorry, what we want to find here? H or H, is it or not? Your hx is equal to ky b divided by 2. This can cancel ky by 2. No, shall I write this? Shall I write this? See, I'll write h bar is equal to hx ax. That is ky ax by 2 for x, y, for z greater than 0. Hx is positive for z greater than 0 and it is equal to minus ky by 2 ax for z less than 0. See, for this h is negative, that is minus hx. For this positive. This is clear. This is your h bar. Now be ready for one last question. See, is it whether these two are clear? This is the end of derivation. This is the end of derivation. But together these two equations are write together as one equation. Are you getting? See, this is a surface means in x direction above this surface h is existing in x direction. It is a positive. Yes or no? Below plate h is existing in the negative direction. As per this, yes or no? This is the direction of negative x and this is the direction of positive x. That's why I wrote two equations. And this point is for positive value of z or not? This point is positive value of z and this point negative value of z. That's why I wrote z greater than 0 and z less than 0. Even while defining that k also we define in same fashion. No, shall I write? I want to write one equation for this. How? Shall I write this?
Yes, sir.
I'll write h bar is equal to k bar into an by 2, where an is unit vector from infinite surface to a point where h is formed. Are you getting? A is a unit vector from infinite surface. Unit vector or normal vector, right? Unit vector or normal vector from infinite surface. It is a normal vector. It is normal to that surface. From infinite surface to a point where h bar is formed. For example, I want to find h bar here. Then what will be your an? If I want to find here, what is an? What is an? This is a normal vector. What is an? Az. Okay. Then ky direction is ay by 2. Then tell me what is ay into az? Whether I got this as ax? That is equation 1. No, I want this point somewhere below here. Then what is your an? Minus az. Here an is minus az. Here an is plus az. Then if it is minus az, if this is minus az, what do you get? Minus ax. Then whatever those two equations I wrote, that is replaced by this equation or not? Hence take note where an is better. It's normal vector from infinite surface to a point where h bar is formed. पता चला या नहीं? Yes or no? But you can stop at those two equations. आपको further पता चले तो you can write this one. Is it clear? You can stop there only. No, you want to extend, you can write this equation. This completes the application of Ampere's circuital law. Done. Shall I wrap this? Have you taken? No. Magnetic plus density and Maxwell's second equation. First equation already we derived. In the beginning itself I said what is magnetic plus density. Again I repeat it. For simplicity I am taking a permanent magnet. They will generate from north pole, enter into south pole, and internally they will travel. Then what is magnetic plus density? B bar is equal to, whether I define this or not, 5 divided by 8. Or you can write here so 5. If you take this as 5, this is S. Now if I take this as, can I write it as d5 by ds? Small area, small number of magnetic force of light. What is this? 5. Magnetic plus B bar is defined as magnetic plus passing through unit area. No, then in terms of vector, see, the direction of B is the direction of plus, are normal to surface. The direction of B is normal, means this is the direction of B and this is the direction of B. The direction of B bar and ds remains same. You can I write this equation as d5 B ds. No, the direction of B bar and direction of D bar remains same, means what is the dot product of B bar dot ds? Tell me. The direction of B bar and direction of ds bar remains same. Then what is their dot product? Use it. Magnitude of this, and cos 0. What is cos 0? 1. Means the dot product of these two vectors is nothing but a product of their magnitude. Can I write this as P bar dot T? Similar thing we did for current density somewhere. पता चल रहा है नहीं? Then what is your 5? Is it an open integral or closed integral? Open integral or closed integral? The surface is closed, huh? Open integral, is it or not? See, this is something similar to that cos law. Q or psi is equal to what is the d bar dot ds? But there it was closed, here it is open. Now what happened? My question is, what happens if I take a closed integral? See, this is the relation between this and this. Take down of this. Whether I define this or not, magnetic plus density. And its unit is Weber per meter square or Tesla. Yes or no? Unit of magnetic flux is Weber. And relation between V bar and H bar is mu H. We define mu is equal to mu naught into mu r. Mu naught is permeability of free space. It is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. And when mu r is relative permeability of a material or metal. No, instead I have taken very interesting thing. Instead of open surface, if I consider a closed surface here, what happens? Is it clear? That is open integral level. Instead of open surface, what I do, I will put one more surface. This is a closed surface. Can you see? The white color, it is a closed surface. Open surface or closed surface? No, you observe. In closed surface, how many magnetic flux entering? Those many? जितना आ रहा है उतना जा रहा है. How many magnetic flux lines are entering? Those many leaving. Then what can I write this? P bar dot ps is equal to, what shall I write? Anything is residing here inside. Earlier in Gauss law, charge or flux was inside, but here no magnetic flux is residing inside a closed surface. If I consider, please last bench, concentrate. If I consider a closed surface, how many magnetic flux lines are entering? Those many are leaving. Nothing will be there inside. Hence, I'll write it as zero. See, the closed integral and open integral. If it is open, it is sign. It is closed, zero. Take down the statement here. If we consider a closed surface, the number of magnetic flux lines, entering closed surface is equal to leaving. Hence, no magnetic flux lines. No magnetic flux lines will be there inside the closed surface. Hence, equation A will be, that is, I denoted equation A and equation will write like this. What? Anything? No magnetic flux lines will be there inside the closed surface. Hence, equation A will become like this. This is surface integral. Then use Gauss divergence theorem to convert surface to volume. This is surface to volume I changed. Yes or no? Using Gauss divergence theorem. See, whether volume will be zero, Whether volume is 0, then which should be 0? Divergence of V bar. This is equation number B and this is equation number C. See, they are similar to Gauss law for electrostatic. For Gauss law it was Q R psi and this was rho V. In place of B bar it was D bar there. Then this is the Maxwell's second equation. Equation B and C. Equation B and C. Equation B and C will give Maxwell second equation. Maxwell's second equation for magnetostatics. Magnetostatics. Okay. See, however, I said what is the meaning of this? Number of magnetic flux entering closed surface equal to leaving. Then when the divergence of B bar equal to 0, the mathematical meaning of divergence of B bar is 0. When divergence of any vector is 0, tell me. If only leaving, only coming out of closed surface, divergence of that will be positive. Only entering, negative. Entering, same thing, leaving, 0. Means equation C indicates, or statement of equation C. Equation C indicates the total number of magnetic flux lines entering. The total number of magnetic flux lines entering closed surface is equal to leaving. Hence divergence of B bar is 0. Hence divergence of B bar is 0. Okay now, is it clear? See, in next class we'll speak about potential. Like in electrostatic, we had only scalar potential, but here we have a scalar as well as vector potential. In one class, I'll complete that, and in one more class, magnetic forces, right? And magnetic inductor. Another 2-3 class I'll take. Please, sir.